are some choices. Oh, didn't see you there. Hi, this is Josie Science Lab. My name is Josie. Here is where we're going to do lots of fun science experiments. I love science. I want to be a scientist when I grow up. I just don't know which one yet. What experiment to do first? You know what? I'll let the spinner decide. 3, 2, 1, action! Today, we're going to be doing a science experiment on vanishing water. For this experiment, we will be needing protective eyewear, protective handwear, a tray to conduct the experiment, an empty cup, a packet of sap powder, a beaker filled up to approximately 150 milliliters of water, and a scale. Sap powder is an acronym for super absorbent polymer. Its chemical composition is called sodium polyacrylate. Sap powder can absorb and retain extremely large amounts of liquid. Today, we're going to test how much water this sap powder can absorb. First, let's weigh how much sap powder we have in its packet. By the looks of it, it looks like it's 21 grams. I will hypothesize that this amount of sap powder will probably absorb 100 milliliters of water. But now that I take that into consideration, I think I'm going to need a little bigger cup. Now, let's pour the sap powder into the very large cup. Now, I shall pour the water inside the cup, 25 milliliters at a time. Just a little more. Oh wow, if you look at it, it's absorbing a lot, but expanding at the same time. Let's pour a little bit more. Now that we poured 50 milliliters of water into the cup with the sap powder inside, let's take a look at what's happened. I don't seem to see any water, and the sap powder has expanded greatly. Let's pour some more water. We've now poured 75 mils inside the cup with sap powder. It seemed to have absorbed every single last bit of water I've poured. But at the bottom, I still see some dry sap powder. Let's pour in some more water. Now that I've poured 100 milliliters inside the cup, my hypothesis was correct that it will absorb 100 milliliters, but I'm probably sure it's going to absorb a lot more than that. Let's pour second last 25 milliliters inside the cup. Oh wow, look at that. When I've poured 125 milliliters inside, it expanded greatly. Let's pour in the last 25 milliliters. Now that I've poured all 150 milliliters in the cup, let's look at the cup itself. I see that the powder has turned from white to this crystal translucent color. It's expanded a lot. But if you look down the bottom, there's still some dry sap powder. So, I'm gonna take a straw and stir it up a little bit to see if I can make some of that dry powder wet. If you think about it, it feels quite spongy inside. I'm trying my hardest, but I cannot seem to get to the very bottom. It's very hard. Now let's try pouring some more water. Let's pour 25 milliliters more. It's expanded a little bit more, but not so much. Let's pour another 25 milliliters. Oh wow, if you look down here, it's become more liquidy and I see bubbles all around the side of the cup. In the cup now, we have 200 milliliters inside of water and it's expanded a lot. Before we continue pouring some more water, I'm going to take a knife that's stronger than this straw and try and stir it around. Let's put the knife to the side and let's see how much more water we can get inside this whole glass. Now going for another 25 milliliters. Oh wow, it's expanded a lot as well. But if you look down at the bottom, they're still dry. No matter how much I try to wedge that knife inside, I still cannot get any more dry bits up. Let's pour another 25 milliliters of water, bringing us to 250. Let's take the knife and try and wedge it down so we can try and stir it. So we can try and get some more water inside. Now that this glass has 300 milliliters of water, I'm going to try if I can put 25 milliliters more and try and not get it to explode over the top. Another 25. Wow, that is very near the top. Shall we pour another 25 and see if it won't explode? Poured another 25, but I think it's at its limits. Well, we have gotten 350 milliliters of water inside this cup with sap powder inside, and look how much it's absorbed. I wanted to show you a close-up of the glass with the powder inside because it's so cool. If you look at the consistency of the powder, at the very beginning, you couldn't see every single individual little piece of grain. But as we poured in the 350 milliliters of water, it's expanded to something much larger. And if you look at it now, I think I can see a couple grains that have expanded on this piece of straw that I've picked up from the glass. So, we've put 350 milliliters of water inside this thing. It's incredible how much it's absorbed, but I think it can absorb a little bit more. So, let's try. I will pour this out inside in a bowl, and let's pour more water inside. It looks like big, mushy sludge. as much as I can. So let's pour 25 milliliters of water more. As you can see, the water is going down, but the level of the consistency is going up. Let's pour some more water. It's still turning crystal-ish translucent. Let's try and stir it around so we can get the water everywhere. Let it go. Now that we've poured 400 milliliters of water inside, I'm going to show you what has happened. As you can see, you can still see some dry powder inside. So let's pour some more water. Let's pour just a little bit more. Now that I've poured 475 milliliters inside, I'm going to try and pour some of the water more on the dry stuff, because we need to expand that as well. Now that we have poured 550 milliliters of water inside, it's expanded quite a lot, as you can see. So, since we have 550 milliliters more, I'm still going to try and see how much more water we can get inside this whole bowl. So I've gotten 250 milliliters more. I'm just going to pour the whole thing inside and let's see what happens. Wow, that's expanded. Now that we have 800 milliliters in this entire bowl, let's try if we can add 250 more, which will bring us to 1,050 milliliters of water absorbed by only this small packet of 21 grams of sap powder. All the water has been absorbed inside. Let's try if we can get 250 milliliters more to get 1,300 milliliters inside this whole thing. Now we're going to pour 250 milliliters even more. When will this thing end? To make it 1,550 milliliters. Let's try stirring it again. It still feels a little liquidy over this side, so I'm gonna stir it. Takes quite some effort to stir inside this bowl. The water is being absorbed. So we're going to pour 250 milliliters even more inside this whole container. But this bowl is getting quite full. Now we have 1,800 milliliters of water inside this entire bowl. That's so big. So, for the ending of this experiment, I'm going to be pouring not 250, but 300 milliliters of water inside. So, if it absorbs every single last bit, it would mean that the 21 grams of sap powder has absorbed up to 100 times its size. And that's a lot. And the last 100. And there we have it. 2,100 milliliters of water in one huge bowl. This particular powder, super absorbent polymer, is usually used in feminine products or baby diapers. But now scientists are now using it in drought regions to help soil retain water inside of it. Thank you for watching my experiment today. I hope you enjoy it, and I've absolutely learned a lot. See you next time. Oh, one thing. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos for more videos of fun science experiments. Bye for now. Today, we're going to be doing